Good afternoon, everyone. It's now time for another Tea with Maria. And today we have Annoushka with us. Now, Annoushka, I'm sure many of you know, she set up her jewellery brand 10 years ago. In fact, it's the 10th anniversary that they're celebrating this year. And she's got a really interesting history, and it's a history that she is going to tell in a very different way. So let's see if we can get in Annoushka, and then she can start telling us about her new project, which is very much in keeping with how people are feeling about jewellery at the moment, about jewellery with real meaning and significance, because that's what we seem to be looking for in jewellery now. Not, just another piece of jewellery, but something that has a lot of story to it and something that tells other people about your life. But I'm not giving away any more because Annoushka is going to join us. So let me see if I can find her, and I will get her in. So as you can see, I'm trying to drink tea, type, and there we are. Annoushka, let's see. And talk to you at the same time, which I'm not very good at. Now, I am having a really nice cup of tea. You know how sometimes a cup of tea tastes better than any other time? Well, this is one of those, and it is a Lady Grey. It is from Fortnum Masons, and it is absolutely delicious. No milk. And perfect. So I hope you've got your cup of tea, and tell me where you're joining us from today, because I'm in London and summer is most definitely over, but I'm sure you might be somewhere where there is another climate, another mood. So tell me where you're coming from. Okay, let's see. I've got a request here. No, we still haven't got Annoushka. I'm sure she'll be coming any minute. Let's try that again. Annoushka. So this is always like this at the beginning, so do bear with me. I'm sending her a message, see if she'll join us. And yeah, it's interesting taking advantage of technology to keep in touch during these difficult times. Although we're not in full lockdown in any way in London yet, we are still being encouraged to work from home, as I'm sure most of you are as well. So what started in lockdown actually seems to make sense going forward as well. So I hope that you're enjoying these conversations with different jewelers. We've had people from all over. We had Julian Riyad Sayoun from Morocco. We had Michelle Ong from Hong Kong. We also had Mr. Liu from Hong Kong, Emmanuel Tarpan from France, Paula Crevichet from New Mexico, Daniela Villegas she's in Los Angeles, so from all over. So if anybody else wants to join one of these, do let me know. So I wonder where Annoushka is. Let's have a look for her. Let's have a look. See if we can see her somewhere. This is me trying to hum distractedly, right? Let's see what's happening here, where she is. So who have we got here? Victoria Saponara. Hi, Victoria. Thank you for the wave. Who else have we got here? Rocky's Jewelers in Goa. Wow. Hello, Goa. My neighbour's just come back from school, age 5, so we might be hearing a bit of Milo in the background. They're always happy sounds, though. So that's fine. Oh, someone sent me lots of nice hearts, whoever that is. It is very, very much appreciated. Now, let's see. I've got a request here for joining. Yes. Here she is. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the comments off, because what happens is that as they come up, they block.
I am here. I'm so sorry. I don't.
Hello, Annoushka. How are you?
Hi, Maria. Sorry, I thought I was there, but anyway, I'm here now.
Good. Well, just
how many cups of tea have you had?
I've almost finished the pot, I have to say. And you're not having tea? No, you don't. Do you drink tea, Annoushka?
Not really. No, I'm drinking water.
Water. Look, we've got the Real Housewives of Surrey. Goodness, that's exciting.
That is exciting.
Real Housewives. Yes. Now I'm just going to turn off the commenting, and then we're ready to go. So I was just giving a little introduction, Annoushka, about in fact, it's 10 years since you set up your business.
Yep. Yeah.
And that throughout lockdown, you brought into life a project you'd been thinking about for a long time, but that reflects perhaps the way that we're feeling about jewellery now, which is slightly different from how we felt maybe a year ago.
Yeah, I mean, I think we probably have all had time to really think about what's important in our lives and what has been important, and perhaps reassess, you know, what our priorities are and all of those things. I'm sure everybody's had that. And I, as you said, I mean, I have conceived this project long before kind of lockdown, but it seems incredibly pertinent now. And the project's called My Life in 7 Charms, which kind of is what it says on the tin. So if I said to you, Maria, what would your life look like if I designed 7 charms to describe it? That's basically, that is
the premise.
the
I'm sure everybody's minds are whirring. What would it be? What would it be?
So that was the premise. And I guess what I'm kind of seeking to do with it is, when I'm not around anymore and my grandchildren are around, but they kind of don't know anything about me, I'm hoping that they will get some kind of sense of my story, my legacy, by looking at each one of these little charms. And I think we'll probably talk about what they are and why. But
One by one. Yeah, because charm bracelets had a big sort of peak in the 1950s when people were traveling. They would buy a charm from where they'd been to, but they weren't necessarily bespoke. But yours are entirely bespoke, which makes it even more personal. Yeah.
So if you said you wanted a, I don't know, what would you want? What's one charm?
Something to do with Mexico, I think.
Okay, so maybe it would be a cactus.
A cactus, or, that's good. Yep.
You know, it might be a cactus, or it might be a sombrero. I mean,
something like that.
So exactly. So I would kind of work with you to design a charm. So I'd sketch it first. You might say to me, well, you know, yes, it is a sombrero, and it's going to have a red and green band that goes around it, and it's particularly huge rim or whatever.
Yeah.
So we kind of talk it through together and understand, so I can get an understanding of what's in your head, or perhaps not. You know, it may be that actually you haven't got a visual idea of what it may be, and you're kind of wanting me to do that for you. So together we'll kind of tease that out. And then I will do a sketch and then show you the sketch and work up the sketch really with kind of ideas of what materials we might make it in. So maybe if it's a sombrero, it might be yellow diamonds, or, you know, and then
like that, yellow diamonds, yeah.
But it'll be perfect in 3D. You'll be able to turn it upside down, and it'll have all the texture of the straw that it's made of inside in the gold. And it'll be as true to the real thing as we can make it in miniature. Because my fascination is always
a miniature. Like, you're going to show us small, which is a technical problem showing them, but we have thought about this.
Yeah, but yeah, small. So, you know, I think we'll show you. Look, but the fish is tiny, and the little submarine is
look at that.
Tiny. So very, very small. And I am obsessed with the detail. So, you know, if it can move, I want it to move. If it's, you know, got to have a strap, then, you know, or the door, whatever it is.
It's got to do it.
It's got to do it, yeah.
And each one will be one of a kind. So that logistically, in terms of production, is just a whole other level of specialization.
Yeah, as you say, I mean, truly bespoke. And yeah, I mean, it's such a lovely project. I mean, when I started this idea, I think everyone around me thought it was absolutely mad, but I think it feels so absolutely right for now, for the kind of this time when we are kind of all thinking about our mortality and what we want,
and also a real emotional value in a jewel, not just a financial value.
Absolutely, because you know better than anyone, jewelry is very much about the story, about the memory it evokes, who gave it to you, what moment, you know, and it's everlasting. And that's the lovely thing about a piece of jewelry. It carries a story with it that is there forever. So it'll be, you know, I'll love it and wear it, and then hopefully my kids will love it and wear it, and it'll go on, and it kind of develops this lovely pattern, a lovely story.
In fact, I have some little charms. I don't think they were worn on a bracelet because they were my great-great-grandmother's, so they were probably more on a fob of some sort. And there's a miniature enamel globe that spins. There's a little a seal with her initial on it, and all these very personal things that are in fact the only connection I have to her, and that's, you know, what, some 150 years ago.
But isn't that wonderful? That's just so wonderful.
So those would go on my charm bracelet, I think.
Oh, they would.
Yeah. So Annoushka, someone's asked, are you a designer? So why didn't you answer?
Am I a designer? Yes, I am. I am a designer. I am. I'm not classically trained. I've kind of slightly taught myself, but 30 years on, I guess I can call myself a designer now.
So that is quite a good lead-in to start with the first charm, because it's your life story. Isn't that right, Annoushka?
It is. So yeah, because like when I had this idea, I wanted. Everyone thought you're mad, and I'm like, no, I am. I'm going to really do this. So my first, I started kind of chronologically, I guess. So my first charm was a yellow submarine. Now, so
Shall I get it up, Annoushka? Shall I get the video?
Get it. Yeah, get it up, and I'll tell you why. I mean, the reason I chose a yellow submarine was because it's the very first song I remember dancing to with my mother. And
can you see it?
So yeah, brilliant, well done. So you can see that it opens, and the propeller spins, and it has a little rose-cut diamond. There you go. Yeah. You're doing
technology, right?
God, so impressive.
That's prep work for you, right?
Yeah, that is really impressive. Anyway, I'm glad to see it works, because I can see what you're doing.
Yeah.
But you can see, so all of those details, and in fact, I probably didn't do that bit of prep work, but actually in the periscope, there's a little diamond, and, you know, because it's a locket, and you can literally look out of the window and see what's happening outside. So all of that, and it's yellow diamonds and yellow gold.
And you say, sorry, just to remind me, so you used to listen to the song with your mother?
Yes. So there was the first song I really kind of danced to with my mother, and I must have seen you know, in the days of vinyl, the album cover was just so clear, so it had to look like this in my head.
Very good.
So that's how my first one started.
Now I'm big now, and the submarine's small.
Yeah. Oh, that's so clever.
And so why 7 charms? Why 7? What if somebody says I want 13? Just being contrary.
Yeah, they can have 13. Marvellous. Of course.
Bring on.
But I like... number, it's, you know, 7. And, you know, it just feels... it looks lovely on a charm bracelet, because odd numbers are better than even.
Oh, that's true, because you've got the middle one. Then that's the answer.
That's the answer. So that's why. But they, you know, in these, they all come off, as you saw. They can all be worn independently. So, you know, it could
and
be
on a necklace.
Yeah.
Correct?
So you can wear it absolutely here, or you know, or one on a bracelet. So each, you know, the story can be different every day, if you don't want to tell everybody a whole life story in one go.
So this week's chapter.
Yeah, exactly. Do you want me to tell you the next one?
The next one, please. I've got it lined up here in the small one, as you can see. Shall I bring it up so you can see it? There you are.
Yeah. So the next one was really, this is a fish, and this is absolutely how I ever started my career in jewellery, actually. And it's, I won't go into the great long story, because you'll be here all day, but, you know, but actually it was, I started Links of London because my mother asked me to design a present for the chefs that she had for her fish business. So having not designed anything before, I designed a pair of cufflinks, and they were in the shape of fish. So 30 years on, it seemed appropriate. And as I say, it was an absolute turning point in my life. So that's why there's a fish, and you can see it's articulated, and his spine has got diamonds all the way set all the way down, and a little black diamond eye.
Right. Yeah, I don't know if you all picked up on that. Annoushka just mentioned that she founded Links of London, which is pretty impressive, Annoushka.
Well, yeah, but sadly it's not there anymore. It's not around anymore, but not thanks to me.
Yeah, I mean, you took it to a really good place, definitely. So this was your transition from working with your mother in the fish business into jewellery.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then somebody else came into your life.
And then my husband and partner in business as well came into my life, and so I was saying to him, okay, I'm trying to work out how I'm going to represent you in my life in 7 Charms. So I said, like, I think I'm going to do just a really lovely gold rock, perfect rock, because he has been my absolute rock. And he said, gold rock. So I don't want to be a gold rock. So I said, well, what do you want to be? He said, well, obviously, I want to be sex on legs.
Obviously.
Obviously. I mean, only a man could say that, couldn't it, really, actually?
There we are.
Anyway, so that was, so I said, okay, here we go. There will be sex on legs. And it's all really, you know, so you can see that the legs move and the shoes move independently. And, you know, again, it's just a kind of fixation with the detail, because if it was all static, it wouldn't really do the same thing.
It wouldn't. And I like the fact he's got some very sensible city shoes on.
Very sensible. No, I'm glad you noticed that, actually, because I said that to him. Please note the brogues. You know?
The brogues, yeah, they're not cowboy boots or flip-flops.
No. No.
But yeah, so obviously you are encouraging people to be incredibly creative and expressive when they come to you, because you can represent.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah, nothing, you know.
Sex and brogues.
Nothing. Yes. There you go. You see. But sometimes people come and, you know, I mean, we're very early in this project. So I've only done a few commissions for some very special clients recently. But, you know, sometimes people come and they want to represent something. They really don't know how to do it. So, you know, I had somebody who came and said, look, she's in the tech world, you know, very senior in a tech world. And she said, look, I'm fascinated by tech, but I've been so influenced by the ancient world, and she speaks God knows how many languages. And so I want to marry the two, which was like, okay, how am I going to do that?
Ooh, interesting.
And interesting, quite a challenge. But in the end, what we did is we took Mount Fuji and kind of did it in two, kind of on a medallion, on a disc, really. And then I put the San Francisco Golden Bridge round the side of it, and it just looked great.
Clever, San Francisco for tech.
That was it. Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. So that's the thing. So people don't always know what they want, but they know what they want it to evoke.
Express. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
And I think next we have the globe. Shall we show everyone the globe?
Oh, show them the globe. Yes.
And you can show them the globe as well, can't you?
I
so
can.
We get the sense. Yeah. There you are.
There's the globe. So I think I probably, there you go.
We've got a double spin going on.
It spins super, super fast. And in fact, what you probably can't see, you probably should be able to see a little bit, it's got 2 rubies on it. So one in Hong Kong, where I met John, my husband, and one with a little plane in the middle going back to London, which is kind of home now. So, you know, and also, you know, I've traveled with my mother since I was very, very small. So it kind of evokes, it does 2 in 1, I guess.
The whole world.
The whole world. Exactly.
The whole world.
Exactly.
Good. And I think the next one you wanted was Peapod, but we don't have a video of that, do we? So I'm going to.
Oh, we probably don't. No, yeah, I can show you Peapod. So the Peapod, people represents my 4 children, and it's got Savorites on the back and 4 little pearls. Ooh, I'll try and get it in focus. 4 little pearls inside.
Well.
What?
That's so cute. I think I might have a picture. Let me see if I can get a picture of that, Annoushka. Let me see. Oh, can you hold it up again while I'm scrolling?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
No, I haven't. That's not behaving. I've just got the videos.
Okay. So that's that, and that's the back.
That is so sweet.
Yeah, no, it's very sweet. So it's yellow gold with Savorites and these little great graduated pearls, just 4 to represent my kids.
So sweet. I'm sure that will be requested again.
I'm sure it will. Yeah. Now I suspect there'll be some, and the next one is a dog paw. Hugely important in my. I didn't do the videos of the ones that don't move specifically. I did because I thought I could probably show you those. So this is kind of micro pave diamond dog paw, and it's really, really smooth on the back, and
nice and chunky.
Yeah, exactly. As you can see, it's bigger than sex on legs. So Charlotte.
Okay.
I have your dogs have been an incredibly important part of my life, all my life.
But somebody's just asked you, Annoushka, why are you called Annoushka?
Oh, because I am. I'm half. My mother was Russian, so I'm half Russian, but brought up very much in England.
Do you speak Russian? I haven't asked you that before.
No, niet is it? About as far as I can get. Niet. I wish I spoke Russian. God, I had every opportunity to, but I didn't.
You did.
It was a bit weird. I thought when I was growing up, all my friends at school were called kind of Mary and Louise and stuff, and I was called Annoushka, and I was like, I just wanted to be called something normal.
And then we're not anymore, right?
Not anymore, but then it was like, oh God.
Yeah, well, my mother's Hungarian, and so my name is Maria Teresa, but I could shorten it to Maria, so I didn't have.
Actually, my middle name's Marie, so you're very lucky it's Maria, because that's very pretty.
I do get called Marie though.
Do you?
Yeah. And then somebody just asked, are they gold? Absolutely, they're all
yes,
gold.
Yes, they're solid 18 karat gold, and that's really, really important, I think, because gold has a patina that only gets better with age and with feeling it and wearing it. And and the other thing is, I think it's quite confusing these days, because there are quite a lot of jewellery businesses out there that are making things in vermeil or gold plate, but calling them gold. And it's very confusing for a customer when they see gold, and it may be 200, 600 pounds. And yet, at the end of the day, it is going to wear off. We all know that gold plate wears off. So it's really important that to me that this is solid gold, and it's there forever. I mean, it's absolutely there forever.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think that this feeling that buy less but buy better.
Absolutely.
Is very much in the air. Annoushka, is someone hoovering in the background?
No, it's absolutely silent here.
Oh, I can hear like a whirring sound. Anyway, I hope nobody else can.
No, it's not me.
No hoovering here.
No hoovering here. Could do with hoovering here,
okay,
but no hoovering.
Let me see. Very good. Any requesting? What are some of the recent jewellery categories that clients are requesting these days? Somebody asks. I'll tell you who asks that. Sorry. That is Richa Goisal. See.
Categories. I mean, I think, charms is always a big thing for me, but I mean, necklaces, I'm sure, Maria, you can speak to that.
I think earrings, I keep hearing earrings because of Zoom calls.
Yeah. Yes.
And bracelets, I've heard quite a lot as well.
I would like a bracelet. Lots of bracelets.
Yes,
I think it's a real case of more is more, actually. Actually, I've just done as part of my new collection, I've just done a bracelet. My collection is called Love Lock and Love Link. So this is the lock, and this is the Love Link. And so it's the first time I've gone back to designing for men and women. I'll try and show you. So it's just a gold It's just a very simple gold loop. But it's designed so you can put charms on it.
Oh, that's nice.
And we've used, so I did a kind of collaboration with Connolly, so I'm using all their offcuts of their leather to make the bracelets. So it's really, and it's all hand stitched and beautifully done.
That's nice.
Yeah, so I'm excited about that because I haven't done anything for men really since Lynx, actually. So
Richa, that answers your question quite well, doesn't it? Because that is a category that I'm definitely seeing on the rise as well, which is jewellery for men, or gender fluid, unisex jewellery.
Yeah, that's right.
And I think even Patek Philippe brought out a unisex watch for the first time, you know.
Did they?
Headline news.
Yeah, that is headline news. Actually, I think compared to Patek Philippe, so actually you only what's the thing, you only borrow a Patek Philippe, you only
look after it for the next generation.
You only look after it. I kind of feel like that about this Life in 7 Charms. It's absolutely there as something that you'll wear, but is your legacy, if you like.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And now I think we've got my favourite one coming up.
Oh, which one is that one? The cable car, is that it?
The cable car. I'm just going to get it up here. Come on, behave.
So you've got it there.
I'm trying to find it there. Come on. Just being a little bit. Here we are. Okay, so
you should have it, and I've got it.
Okay, it's up on my screen now.
Oh, well done. Yeah, yeah. So this is all about. Obviously, it's all about skiing, but skiing's been such an important part of our lives as a family, and my children all learnt to ski in Megève in France, and they have this old-fashioned bright red cable car, and so this is very much about that. And you can see that the doors open. It's got rock crystal for the windows. The little skis come out.
The skis come out.
The skis cut. Yeah. I didn't do that on the video, but they do. They click in and out, just like they would. And all of that is just so important to me.
It's so cute. That is adorable.
So that's a locket too.
Now, where can you put the photograph?
Where did I was? Oh, it's a locket. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be for a photograph. It could be for all sorts of things. Well, somebody said to me the other day that, I don't know about you, but actually I don't know whether anyone wants to know this, but now I'm saying it. But my children's milk teeth, I have kept some of them. So this would be sweet, you know.
You put the milk teeth in there. Yeah, I've got some of my children's teeth in there. And do you know that Solange actually has made jewellery out of hers?
Of her own teeth?
Her children's teeth.
Actually. Yeah, I've seen someone else do that too. Anyway, but I think maybe I'm not going to wear them, but I might put them in here, and only I know.
Exactly. Yes, Arisha from Singapore has said it's like a bejeweled toy for a grown-up.
Yes, exactly. Grown-up.
Except we're not. Are we that grown up, Annoushka? Is the question.
No, maybe not.
Maybe not. We're still doing this.
But you know, all the photographs will be they'll be on our website, so you know the detail and things will be all on our website.
And you're suggesting on this bracelet that has a really lovely diamond set little bail, right?
Yes, it has a little bail. Where's the thing? Here we are. I'm not very good at the focus situation, but you'll have to believe me. It's a little toggle clasp. Oops.
Yeah, so that.
So, you know, it goes like that. But I think, because I've designed it as a charm bracelet, because there's something about a charm bracelet. It is kind of nostalgic, and you know, my mother used to bring me a charm from everywhere she went in the world, and they weren't always very expensive. Some were kind of really rubbishy things, but it was such a, you know, it's got so much memory for me. But so I designed it as a charm bracelet, but I'm also quite aware that, you know, you want to wear them different ways. You don't necessarily always want to have a charm bracelet here. And we do a lovely kind of long necklace that they can go on there, or, you know, there's so much about layering now that they could go, even on this necklace that I'm wearing, you can unclip them all and put them up here, or, you know, so there's lots of ways to do it.
That's really nice that you can unclip them. That's a nice feature.
Yeah.
I think versatility in jewellery as well is another big theme.
Big theme, yeah. I mean, I you know, that's always been, I'm always a bit fanatical about that. Everything, you know, so literally you just unclip it and there we go. There's a little...
That could almost be an earring.
It could be an earring, and in fact, it could, actually I haven't got hoops on though, but I can easily clip it on here. But versatility, I think, is so important. Also, I think it's so important just because people want to wear the way they want to wear their jewellery the way they want to wear the jewellery, not necessarily the way I want you to wear it, because you might say, well, that's nice for you, but it's not going to work for me. And because it's so personal, I think it's really important to be able to wear things in different ways.
And can you show us how if you order your Life in 7 Charms, it comes in a very special case?
Yes, it does. Actually, the box is very much part of the... Hold on a sec, I've got it here.
Just doing some quick assembly.
So it comes in this case, so that's a box, and then it says My Life in 7 Charms, and you can see it's made by a bookbinder, so it's beautifully done, gilded, and then so then you open it. Sorry, I'll lift it up a bit, and then this is a little, I'm going to put this down whilst I show you. This is a little scrapbook, so this happens to be mine, so it's a bit too thick, so I seem to have a lot of stuff to put in it, but so this evokes the dog paw. That's my kind of, you know, fish business. This is Rockport. That was my fish business, my mother's business. So
would you do that for every client?
Every client, yeah. And some people, you know, because not everyone collects all the junk that I collect. Oh, here we go. Look, there we go. Sex on legs. But you know, so sometimes they'll tell me the story of why they've chosen this particular charm, and I can help to create the scrapbook, if you see what I mean. Because the scrapbook's so, you know, it's for me, it's really, really important, and it has a little envelopes. You can put little things in it, and
that's lovely.
I just think that's what's so it makes it so appealing. Look, there we go. There's the cable car.
The real cable car with the skis.
The real one, and the skis. And then there's just a little sketch at the back.
That's lovely.
Yeah, and it just says My Life in 7 Charms, an 18-karat gold biography, which is kind of exactly what it is.
What it is, yeah.
And then I've got the bracelet now, but it comes in this bracelet, and then under here, each one can be stored separately. So if you wear it, you know, one at a time, then they can live in here. So the hope is that when I'm no longer around, this whole thing stays together, and then somebody has that, so that you can. That's what My Life in 7 Charms is all about.
How neat! I'd love to pack my life into one little volume like that. All the bad bits left out.
Yeah, but there are inevitably, you know, certain points in your life that have been important. You know, and it's quite hard actually to distill it into 7.
Yeah, I'm going to try and write my 7 down just as an exercise.
No, write it down, because I'm going to do a podcast around My Life in 7 Charms, a bit like Desert Island Discs. So it's really interesting when some of my guests have like, gosh, how am I going to actually do this? But it's such a lovely project to be able to. It is
a really nice project.
Yeah.
And Annoushka, really, I know you wanted to talk about one last thing, which is your work with the Princess Trust.
Oh yes, I absolutely do want to talk about that. So I thank you for reminding me. Thank you. So I'm a patron for the Princess Trust, and the work that they do for young people is absolutely extraordinary, but particularly young women. And I was really shocked to find out that 1 in 8 young people by the end of this year will be unemployed, 2/3 of which will be women, young women, because it's retail or hospitality or hairdressing, or you know. So anyway, so I'm launching a new initiative, a grassroots initiative for the Prince's Trust, called the Brilliant Breakfast, which is very much based on the idea of Macmillan Coffee Morning. So everybody will have a breakfast all around the country, ask their friends, although they're only going to be able to ask 6 at this particular moment.
5 including yourself.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, so it's a get together, and people should donate whatever they can. And hopefully next year, all the 5 that came will have their own breakfasts, and it'll grow and grow. I mean, but it's year 1, and I have to say it's been quite a challenge this year, but we're launching it on the 13th of October, and anybody listening who would like to host a brilliant breakfast, please go to the website, thebrilliantbreakfast.co.uk, and it'll tell you how to host, or if you can't host this year, feel free to donate. Okay, that's it. Ask over. Thank you.
Very good. No, and a great cause. The Prince's Trust does do a lot of work with young people, which I think need our attention more than ever.
Yeah, they really do.
Absolutely. Yeah. Annoushka, thank you so much for sharing your life in 7 charms.
Thank you very much. Sorry about the earlier issue, but
there were no issues. It was all perfect.
It was all perfect. Good. Well, thank you very much. Lovely to see you. Look forward to seeing you in person, I hope.
It's been months, but I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so. All right.
Take care. Well. Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Bye. Bye.